Assalamualaikum. Our group will present about the survey on Muslim business owners' perspective towards Islamic estate planning. For introduction, we examine how Muslim business owners distribute and dispose of their wealth after death to understand their opinions about Islamic estate planning. In addition, we assess their opinions and practices to evaluate their knowledge of Islamic estate planning methods and attitudes about leaving a legacy within economic and financial limits. We use faraid, wakaf, hibah and wasiah product in our survey for the Islamic estate planning instruments. The survey identifies respondents' experience, factor influencing and behavior on Islamic estate planning and also their background.
Next, we move to the research problem. Nowadays, the unclaimed inheritance among Malaysians increasing over the year is because most of Malaysians didn't know about the knowledge of estate planning. Based on the data, more than 90% of the population does not have a will or trust. That's why this study was conducted to determine whether our respondents already registered with Islamic estate product and how far their knowledge about the estate planning. As a result, the study aimed to raise awareness among Malaysians about the importance of Islamic estate planning.
So next, for literature review, so we learned about Islamic estate planning was a mechanism of wealth distribution after someone dies. And in Malaysia, we have many instruments that can be used for estate planning, which is we have a wakaf, hibah, wasiat and faraid. But the problem is, most Muslim people in Malaysia still do not take seriously about the Islamic estate planning. As we can see, large percentage of Malaysian people still don't have estate planning in their lives. So that's why knowledge and awareness about Islamic estate planning are very important. And that's why this project is to prepare Muslim people towards proper Islamic estate planning practice in their life.
Then we move to the methodology. In this survey, we use quantitative method to gather and analyze data. We ask a few questions about the Islamic estate planning to the respondent during the interview. We use WhatsApp as a main platform to interview our respondent. In the survey, there were 25 multiple choice questions and 4 opinion questions about the Islamic estate planning. These questions were given to the respondent for a few minutes to determine their understanding on a given question.
According to the table, each respondent had different experience within Islamic estate planning. Mr. Zafata has already prepared a faraid planning for his heirs. Meanwhile, Mrs. Siti only used hibah product for her Islamic estate planning. We indicate that the two respondents' experience difference might influence their choices for Islamic estate planning. Mr. Zafata believes that faraid planning is more crucial because he is now 51 years old. He believes that applying for hibah or wasiah product now will be unfavorable. Mr. Siti, on the other hand, is already a subscriber to Takaful Ikhlas Dariku Hibah product.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Wafis Bangatri. Okay, now I will continue the presentation about the result and analysis for the section 2, which is factors of estate planning behavior. Okay, based on the table above, both respondents already know well about the importance of having estate planning in life. The first respondent, which is Wafatas, he agrees that developing an estate plan is very important for people in their life. He also agrees with the importance to choose the estate planning products in preparing the estate planning plan. For the second respondent, which is Siti, she strongly agrees that estate planning helps a lot in managing and growing the finance for the future. She also agrees wholeheartedly that she must exercise caution when selecting a product so that she does not make a mistake in developing an estate planning strategy. For the question 2, I can conclude that the environment for both respondents were very good in spreading awareness of the importance of having an estate plan. Both of the respondents strongly agree that family and religious factors are the two main reasons for them to having estate plan. For the question 3, both of the respondents have a similar views and decisions on the questions posed. Siti mostly agree about the all questions given. Siti believes that she has the ability to have specific estate planning and enough income to have a specific plan. For Zulfatah, he also has a similar view on the question given, which is he agree that he has the ability and enough income to do specific estate plan for the future. However, he does not fully agree, but still believe that the government encourage him to have a specific estate planning. For the question 4, we can say that the result for both respondents is very similar. So Fatah strongly agree by knowing about Faraid and Wakaf could help him to have a specific estate plan in his life. He also agreed that knowledge about wasiat and hibah is very important to him in managing his estate plan. Meanwhile, for Siti, she strongly agreed that understanding hibah is very crucial in helping her to have a specific estate plan. For For the last question, it can be concluded that both respondents agreed to have a plan in estate planning because it is vital for the future of their family and can help them in realizing their financial goals from now.
We move on to the section 3. Here we ask both respondents with 4 main questions. The answer we gather is longer, but here is interpretations and we already analyzed from the interview made. So the question number 1, we ask for their opinions regarding wasiyah, fara'id, hibah, and wakaf. So respondent 1 emphasized that is the importance of all four. For him, fara'id needs agency to manage after the death, while wasiyah, hibah, and wakaf have an earlier planning and proper management. While respondent number 2 said that is to distribute one's asset after death. So it is for justice and to avoid quarrels in the family. Unfortunately, Muslim society did not take it seriously. Question number 2, we asked respondents for their own estate planning. Do they have or not yet? So respondent number 1 have partially done. He precises that he already set up a portion of percentage for his EPF savings to his rightful heirs. So in contrast, respondent 2 has a plan for her current estate. She already subscribes to Takaful Ikhlas Hibah product, and she also plans to make wasiyah. Next, question number 3, their opinions pertaining to the questions of when should individuals start their estate planning. So respondent number 1 responded that the earlier the planning is, the better, because it involves a large sum value of money. Same goes to respondent number 2, the planning should start as soon as possible. It is to make the process smoother because it involves important documents. So lastly, their comments on current estate planning products or management in Malaysia. But we both got comments on management in Malaysia. So respondent number 1, speak up that estate planning management can be very simple, but the management here is slow-moving, multi-layered, and time-consuming. It is based on his own experience. So respondent number 2 also mentioned the same things about the tedious procedures. The client's problem also can be extended. More worse, it requires high cost in terms of time, effort, and money.
So next for section 4 related to the respondent information. So first for Zulfatah bin Abdul Ghani. So he was a founder of Z Niaga for almost 5 years, and since his educational background was a diploma of electrical engineering at the Federal Institute of Technology, so he decided to explore in the electrical business market, which is he believed he will provide a great income for him. And also other information can be known about him is he is currently 51 years old, lives in Selangor, and had been married for a long time ago. Next, for Siti Aifah Sakinah bin Hashim, he also just founded the Tuan Aifah Nabila and associate firm for almost a year, which is this firm was a partnership between him and his friend Nabila. And also she took a degree in Sharia law in College University Islam Tarabas Selangor. And currently she lives in Shah Alam Selangor and had been married for 8 years. So that's all about the Zulfatah bin Ghani and Siti Aifah Sakinah.
In conclusion, as a Muslim, Islamic estate planning is an important aspect that must be considered because everyone will leave their family when they pass away. In this survey, we can conclude that both respondents have their own perspective and think differently about the Islamic estate planning. Last but not least, the knowledge of Islamic estate planning not only important for the business owners but also all Muslims worldwide. I think that's all from us. Thank you.